On the hill tonight for the Giants will be Logan Webb, the 6-year veteran. It's an all-star campaign, his second all-star team this year. He's got 9-7 with a 3.08 ERA with 131 and 2/3 innings. Lifetime against the Mets, he's done well. He's 3-1 with a 2.13 ERA and 38 innings of work.
Brandon's got a 17-game on base streak. Nimmo lines one the other way, but Ramos goes back and it's over his head. Ramos has struggled defensively all year, and Nimmo beats him over his head with a line drive for a leadoff double. 19th double of the year for Nimmo. They've got some really great defensive players on this Giants team, but Ramos has struggled, and the Mets get themselves a leadoff double. Now Lindor cracks one into center field for a base hit. Nimmo to third. He'll be held up there as Jung-Ho Lee gets it into the cutoff man, and Lindor dives back in safely at first base. Nice cutoff there by Chapman, and he nearly nailed Lindor trying to get back to the bag. But the Mets have first and third and nobody out.
And here is Soto. Here's the pitch, the runner from first going. And a bluff throw to second by Bailey. So Lindor steals the base, and the Mets have runners at second and third now. Threatening to jump ahead, the Giants infield will stay back.
And Juan grounds one on the right side. That'll get the run in. Nimmo comes in to score. Schmidt throws out Soto. One out. 1-0 New York. Pete Alonso's hit 7 home runs in this ballpark in limited action. And Pete lifts one out to right. That should be deep enough to get the run in. Yastrzemski is under it. Here comes Lindor. Yastrzemski's throw will be well too late, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead. Good hitting by Pete. As Jeff McNeil is DHing tonight.
Now a swing and a pop fly, shallow center, racing in is Lee. He gets there and jumps to make the catch. But the Mets jump ahead 2-0.
And there's Clay Holmes, his 21st start of the year. He's held up well physically. Remember, he's been reliever most of his career, but the walks are an issue.
So here's Ramos. Ramos has only faced Holmes one time. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle. Lindor gets a glove on it, but that's it. So Ramos will open up the bottom of the first with a base hit. Devers had a great road trip. 10 for 26. Lines this one. Nobody was there. Up against the number 2 archway. Ramos is on the move, and he'll be held up. It's a double.
The 6 games he had on this last road trip, I mean, he had nothing but good at bats. They drop a changeup down and in, and the hands stay back.
Runners at second and third.
So here's Willie Adames to third. To throw. Got him. Mauricio thought about going home.
And Adames wound up getting the job done, getting that run across the plate.
And a walk.
That puts 2 men on with 1 man out. A run in.
So here's Yaz.
That's driven to right field. Soto gets over in front of it and makes the catch, and the runners hold at first and second. So Yastrzemski lines out for the second out. And now our old pal Wilmer Flores comes to bat with 2 out and 2 on.
Wilmer.
And a check swing tapper. Holmes off the mound. Low throw, but dug out by Alonso to save Holmes's bacon. And that retires the side, and the Giants get just the 1 run.
Giants trailing 2-1. Pitch to Beatty. Now here is slight 3 called with that slider on the outside corner, and Beatty goes over to complain a little bit. So 1 away, and here is Alvarez.
Swing. You're gonna miss. He got him.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Ronnie Mauricio.
Bouncing ball towards second base and through past the diving Casey Schmidt going into right center field. Mauricio is on for the Mets. And he's on base for Tyrone Taylor.
Jung-Ho Lee has got a beat on this one in the inning.
So 2 quick outs for Holmes.
Patrick Bailey, the switch hitting catcher. And he goes down swinging on the high heater. Holmes has his first strikeout. A nice bounce back inning against the lower third of the order. 2-1.
Here's Francisco Lindor, 1 for 1 with a run scored and a stolen base.
And Lindor hits one out to right field, headed toward the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor with his 20th home run of the year. 3-1 New York. Well, Lindor busted out with a couple of hits after an 0 for 31 on Wednesday. A single and now a home run in his first 2 at-bats tonight. It appears that the slump is behind him.
It's amazing how you get a couple hits and you find it. Why? I don't have the answer.
Double play that erases the leadoff single. Clay Holmes gets the 2 ball, and there's 2 away. Here's Willie Adames.
Hammers down the left field line. And a fair ball. Adames has got a double.
Right now, you make mistakes anywhere in that strike zone to Willie Adames, he's going to make you pay.
So Chapman will hit now with 2 outs.
Tops one toward third. Mauricio's got it on a big bounce. Winds up, throws wide to first, and Alonso has to come off the bag to take that bad throw. And Chapman's safe.
And John Gibbons says challenge the call. And the Mets are going to challenge the call, feeling as though Alonso did get the tag on Chapman. He got him on the helmet.
Yeah. Let's have a good another look.
And he hits the helmet.
Yep, he got the helmet. It's an out.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. New York will retain their challenge.
So the Mets challenge and get the third out of the inning on the nice tag by Alonso on the helmet of Chapman.
Webb, just a little bit of reference for what he did to the Mets last year. Made 2 starts against them, 1 unearned run. Tonight, he is showing some size and some holes. Bases loaded, nobody out. Mets have already scored 3. You've got to put them away. This is an inning for the Mets to try to do that with Taylor and then turning over that lineup.
Taylor chops one to short. Adames with a nice pickup. Flips to second one. The relay not in time as Beatty comes home to make it 4-1. So now runners at the corners with 1 out and a chance for Nimmo. There goes Taylor. The throw by Bailey is a good one, and Taylor beats it anyway. Bailey's got the best pop time of any catcher in baseball. He's just so terrific at getting rid of the ball, but Taylor got such a huge jump against Webb, he steals the base anyway. Now the infield has to come in, second and third, 1 out. And Nimmo lines one into center field for a base hit, and that'll bring in 2 more. Alvarez is home, Taylor right behind him. 2 more runs driven in by Nimmo, and the Mets now with a 6-1 lead in the 4th inning. Second hit for Nimmo tonight. RBIs number 58 and 59 on the year. Back-to-back base hits from the 8 and 9 hitters to start the inning, but he got Ramos to pop up, struck out Devers.
Holmes realizes this is his last inning. He wants a W.
2-1 coming. Popped it up.
Got it.
And Beatty is there. And Clay Holmes does some masterful extrication in the 5th inning. Throws a season high in pitches and gets through the 5th, having allowed just 1 run.
Jung-Hoo Lee coming up. Bottom of the 6th, runner at first, 0-2, 2 outs.
And Lee goes the other way for a base hit. Ball's kicked around, and now wisely putting on the brakes was Yastrzemski.
And down 5 runs is not time to be courageous on the base pass. You have to kind of go station to station. Get an opportunity to get back in this game.
Here's Schmidt.
And a swing and a miss. He got him with a changeup. Kept throwing it and finally got Schmidt to swing at it. And the Giants strand runners at second and third. After 6-1 New York.
So now Soto trying to add on here for the 9th inning. Mets ahead by 5, 2 outs, second and third.
That skips away from Bailey, and here comes Acuna, and he will score to make it 7-1. Lindor moved to third on the play, and a ground ball off the pitching rubber and into center field, a base hit. That'll bring in Lindor, and Soto's got his 2nd RBI of the night and his 61st of the year.
Now they're adding on here.
Castillo has a couple of strikeouts here in the 9th, leaving the Giants down to their final out. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. 3 strikeouts in the 9th inning for Jose Castillo, capping off 4 scoreless innings for the Mets bullpen. And the Mets win their 5th in a row as they wallop Logan Webb and the Giants 8-1.